Officials have suggested that the murder of DJ Warras may be linked to his work related to hijacked buildings in the Johannesburg CBD. Now, citizen-led movement March and March is holding a demonstration highlighting this issue in Durban today. Newzroom Afrika's Pila Mthembu is there tracking the story. Pila, the memorial service for DJ Warras starts at 11 o'clock this morning. But in the meantime, in Durban, traction is picking up there in terms of this protest.
Indeed, Michelle, and what you are seeing now, these are the members of March and the members of this particular movement have also been joined by residents of Durban here. So basically what they have done so far is that they have lit white candles and they have also laid flowers on the ground, paying tribute to DJ Warras. So they have broke out in songs. Now they are chanting really struggle songs and speaking about the significance of, what is happening in the country right now, a country that is currently dealing with a lot of illegal immigration issues. But also what you are seeing now, it is a board, Michelle. I'm just going to read it out for you. It says, "In loving memory of DJ Warras, the power of the people is much stronger than the people that are in power." So you can also see a bouquet of flowers over there and also some roses. Really, it is a very sacred moment where they are paying their respects, and also not just for DJ Warras. They did say that they are paying their respects to the whistleblowers that were shot and killed. Now, this also includes Witness D from the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry that we do know was also gunned down. But just to get a sense of really more about what is happening here today and why did the movement really decide to gather here, I'm going to bring in movement's founder, Jacinta Ngobese Zuma, to speak to us. Thank you so much for your time. I mean, we can see the demonstration is already in full swing, and we do know that Action SA President Herman Mashaba is going to be joining the crowd as well. Talk to us about why are we having this picket outside here today?
Well, we wanted to have a march actually, but unfortunately we were told we can't have a march because Section Watis meetings have to take place and for safety, etc. So we have a picket, and it's in memory of DJ Warras and the patriot that he was. And we are very saddened, very saddened by his passing, because it speaks of the issues we've been talking about since we started March and March, hijacked buildings. And I think our government needs to take responsibility for what happened to him. Because if there were no hijacked buildings, and if there was no fertile environment for illegal immigrants to come and stay in this country, then we wouldn't be here today. I hear some people saying that, oh no, we must wait for investigations to find out who's responsible for his death. We don't need to wait for that. We know he made a lot of people angry and uncomfortable about the truth. He exposed a lot of corruption and crime. And the one thing that goes with hijacked buildings is illegal immigration. If there was no 50,000 people living in the country needing to use one building, we wouldn't be here today. So our government firstly needs to take responsibility for what happened today. And we are sad that it's come to this before they can even do anything. So today we're calling for a state of emergency on illegal immigration.
And when you say government needs to take accountability, what accountability are you really making reference to here, Jacinta?
One, most importantly, for making us unsafe in our own country. The reason why killings are happening so much, people are carrying guns, there's people who they can't even find, is because they've made the ground fertile for criminals to thrive. We are calling, once again, I'm saying, for a state of emergency, because in those 21 days, they can be able to release the SANDF to come and clean out all these illegal buildings. And they're not only in Johannesburg, by the way, they're all over the country, from hijacked houses to hijacked buildings, and they need to go there to the border and close it, because that's another problem that we have. We're trying to clean the country, and there's people bringing in more people. So we've got a serious problem, and I don't think we have a willingness from our government to actually solve the problem, and that's why we're here today.
And of course, with the killing of DJ Warras, it also speaks to how safe are those who are speaking against crime in this country. Do you grow any form of concern regarding that, and also probably your safety as well as an individual?
Look, I think we live in fear anyway. You know, whether I'm at home, whether I'm walking in the mall, whether I'm shopping, this country is a country of fear. And I feel sorry for anyone who thinks that speaking up and standing up for what is right is the only thing that you need to fear. That's not the only thing you need to fear. In South Africa, you need to fear going to sleep at night because criminals are all over and they're not going to be found. In South Africa, you need to fear taking your child to school because they can be kidnapped, they can be trafficked, they can be exposed to drugs. There's everything that's going wrong in this country. So standing up at least gives a way for something to be fixed instead of sitting on our laurels and waiting for a miracle to happen. There's no miracle that's going to happen in this country. It's going to take South Africans like these to come out and stop sitting on your phones and do something about the state of this country instead of telling us about fear. How is fear going to help your child's future? Because if you are living in fear, what do you think your child is going to live in?
Right, Jacinta, thank you so much for your time. Let me bring in Ubab, who's a chemist, to also speak to us, Michelle, quickly. A veteran in the music industry. Why did you decide to be a part of this march, this picket here today? What are your concerns?
Ngibhlungu kakhulu ngezinto ezenzeke ezweni lethu. Sakhula kungenjena noma kwakunzima kwangekho obunzima obungaka ukuthi kubulawa abantu bakithi ngesihluko esimbi kangaka. Asazi ukuthi sobambaphi siyekeni ngoba kukhona abasiphethe ngabe basinceda kule nkinga esinayo ngoba ukubulawa kwabantu abasijabulisayo ezweni kuhlungu kuthina. Thina njengezakhamuzi ngathi singasukuma nathi sibambele thina. Okuphume ngisho amasosha nawo azolekelela. Ngenxa yesimo esibhekene naso kunzima kubi.
Manje njoba nihlangene la namhlanje baba, yini into ofisa ukuyibona nje yenzeka moving forward? Siyabona ukuthi kune picket la namhlanje and indaba ezithinta illegal immigration nokubulawa kwabantu abakhuluma against inkohlakalo, into engaqala ukwenzeka la eSouth Africa.
Thina esikuthanda ukuthi uhulumeni wethu asisize ngako ubulungiswa ukuthi abantu abakhuluma iqiniso abangabulawa, abaphephe, babe safe. Futhi lento yenzeke eGoli lapha eCarton Center, mina ngikhulele kakhulu eGoli. eCarton Center indawo esafe kakhulu kabe ephephe kakhulu ngendlela eyisimanga. Ngazi ukuthi labantu babeqhamuka ngapha ukuthi bangazi into eyisimanga. Kunenkantolo enkulu lapha elapha kuChris. Hlala kugcwele lapha abantu abagcina umthetho. Sicela uhulumeni wethu asisize ongcola dedela amasosha alekelela namaphoyisa kubanjwe abantu abagangayo.
And Baba, when you have been around for isikhathi eside, kuningi wena ongakusho ngalelizwe nosukubonile phambilini, and also masibheka isimo lelizwe esikusona njengamanje. Ungathi mhlambe isimo siya ngokuba worse mawuqhathanisa nezikhathi ezidlule mawubheka la esikhona njengamanje?
Hayi, siya ngokuba worse inkosi yami. Yabona nje umsakazo, siya ngokuba worse ngokuthi abantu babulawa kungaboshwa umuntu. Kwenzeke nje izinto ezingakaze zenzeke. Sasikhala ngokuthi ubandlululo lukhona, kodwa ubandlululo wawuthatha ufakwe ejele ugqunywa ngaleyo ndlela ogqunywa ngayo. Manje abantu ababoshwa bayabulawa. Yiloko singakuthandi, kuhlungu. Umuntu oyisakhamuzi sala eSouth Africa siyacela ukuthi akathi angasukuma ame ngeenyawo alwele ingane zakhe nezizukulwane zakhe.
Michelle, so that was Ubab, who's a chemist, a very popular musician. He's also been speaking about his concerns when it comes to the issues around illegal immigration, the criminal activities around it, but also the killing of those who are fighting against crime, saying that it is time for government to actually step up. And when they go back to many, many years ago, during the times where there were racial tensions in the country, and comparing those times now, they actually feel as if things are getting worse and they are getting out of control, saying that way back then, people would be arrested, but now we live at a time where people are actually risking their lives whenever they speak out against any form of criminality. We also did engage the march leader, Jacinta Ngobese Zuma, who also gave us a sense really of how important it is now for South Africans not just to rely on government leaders, government officials or political leaders to fix this particular country and the challenges that it is experiencing, and that it's about time that South Africans actually got up and took to the streets and fought for what is theirs, Michelle. So we can expect for this particular picket to continue for quite some time, as right now they continue to chant these struggle songs, saying that it is about time that the issue of illegal immigration is declared a state of a national disaster.